Stick time.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Stick Time the podcast. You know what it is. I'm your host, Big C, in the place to be. Hit you with the old school rap right there. That was kind of crazy, but anyway, I didn't mean to do it. It just happened. I'm an old school cat. You know what it is. But anyway, Big C in the building. Stick Time is the podcast. I'm already set up today, actually. I'm smoking on Cohiba, Madagascar. It's my go-to. Nice medium-bodied cigar. I'm drinking on a Cadillac Margarita, which for me consists of Patron, Grand Marnier. It is what it is. A little spicy. It's time, but very tasty, very good. So shout out to everybody, getting ready for Cinco de Mayo weekend. That's going on. A lot of events going on across the country. So it's fitting. It's Cinco de Mayo. Got my margarita, and go look on my page because I have a guacamole recipe that I put on there. Actually, a tutorial on how to make guacamole. Check it out. It's on my page. And while you're at it, subscribe to the channel. Big C-BX. I'm on Instagram, Big C5000. So, Big C-BX. That's on YouTube. You know exactly what that is. And, we doing it. I will be around. I'm making my rounds. I will be floating around this weekend. Of course, Cinco de Mayo is going on. I gotta make some rounds, so I will be doing that. But I always like to sit and just chat and talk. So pull up a chair and smoke and drink with your boy. We're gonna talk about a lot of different things. A lot of things going on. Diddy trial. That's jumping off starting this coming week. I really don't have no feelings about that. I think that I just want him to get a fair trial. I think he deserves that, and is innocent until proven guilty. That's the American way, so we have to honor that. NBA playoffs, the Lakers got knocked off. Minnesota Ant-Man was walking through LA, saying, hey, everybody said Lakers in 5. It was the Timberwolves in 5, so it is what it is. Yankees are doing pretty well. They're playing. Baseball season is in full effect right now. The weather's getting nice. People are starting to get out. So, start to do more outdoor things, wherever you're at, whether you're on the East Coast, the West Coast, can definitely do different things. And we got Trump's 100 days in office. He just had 100 days in office right now. So, everybody's trying to see, are they better off or worse off if it's 100 days in office? That's, in the eye of the beholder. Some people say they're better off. Some people say they're not. Me, I think the jury's still out here, but I will say that so far he is, he's creating a few problems. Prices are high, and with this tariff war in effect, there's a lot of uncertainty. So we will definitely see about that. I was out and about in the city, saw a few concerts. Go on my page, you can see exactly what I do. It's all on my page, man. I saw a great show. Kool and the Gang, man. They gave a great show. I was out and I saw them perform. They performed all their hits, Ladies' Night, Celebration. Hey, it was great, I was supposed to actually see George Benson, but there was technical difficulty I had with Ticketmaster. Ended up not getting the tickets, getting all right there at the concert, and couldn't get in, man. So that was disappointing because I really wanted to see George Benson perform. I mean, hey, he's got some hits, you know. But I got a few people that I definitely want to see. So when I can catch them, I definitely will check them out, and definitely will post, so that you can also see as well. As I said, getting back to this Cohiba, man, and I know for a lot of people who are not connoisseurs of cigars, because cigars are like hit or miss. Either you like them or you don't. It is what it is. But this one, like I said, is a very good one. It's a little on the pricey side. This one in the cigar shop is going to cost you about $20, $25. So, but it definitely is a good smoke. I'm about to be in them clubs, so get ready, and we're going to do that. I'm about to be in them clubs, about to be downtown in different cities, saying I'm hitting all the cities. I will be in New York City. Of course, I'm in Vegas. I will be in Charlotte. I will be in a lot of different cities, man, doing it. I'm going to be up in that casino, too. I am a blackjack player. Shout out to all my blackjack players, man. I will have some footage of me playing some blackjack. It's tough because blackjack, I'm up and down. Sometimes I'm hot, sometimes I'm cold, but that's the life of a blackjack player. You know what I'm saying? So, but there are certain rules that you can do in blackjack that will maybe put the odds never the odds. The odds are never in your favor, but maybe give you a little better odds. If you play by the book. A lot of people don't realize, there is a method to playing. Some people count cards, which is actually illegal, but a lot of people do it. A lot of casinos, if they find out you're doing that, they're going to throw you out and you will not be able to come back in there. So that is something to know, But I'm definitely going to have some blackjack footage. And my advice about blackjack is to try to play one-on-one with the dealer. What that means is be the only one at the table. That way you don't have to worry about nobody else. It's just you and the dealer. You make the call, you make the moves. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that, whatever casino you go to. When I'm in Vegas, whatever casino I go to, I try to go to a table that has no one playing there. That way it's me and the dealer, one-on-one. I control, my end, and she controls hers or his, so it is what it is. But discussed a lot of topics today, and hit me up, comment, let me know what you want to talk about, I'm honing in on blackjack in this episode because the weather's getting nice, and then you want to go to the casino, smoke a cigar, and the casinos, most casinos allow you to smoke, so you can go in there, have a smoke, play a little bit, and really have a good time. You don't have to be pressured, have nobody telling you to put the cigar out and all that, So it is what it is, what I'm saying. But like I said, I'm Big C, and Cinco de Mayo weekend's coming up. So I might combine the two, what I'm saying? I might, celebrate Cinco de Mayo and go in the casino and play a little blackjack, all while, smoking a good cigar. And get some good food while I'm at it. Like I said, shout out to Havana Central. I got the Havana Central hat on, exclusive. Havana Central is very popular on the East Coast. Shout to my New Yorkers, shout to my New Jerseyites, If you know about Havana Central, hit me up, let me know. Like I said, I like the Ropa Valle in there, but that's just what I like. And they make some real good margaritas in there too. So it is what it is. Also, let me know what you're doing for Cinco de Mayo weekend. Let me know what you're doing. Where you going? Everything, hit me up. And like I said, while you at it, subscribe to the channel, Big C-BX. I'm here. Let's do it. Weekends here. It's crazy. Man, and it feels good to have the hat back. I mean, I like not having the hat on sometimes, but I like having the hat on too. And like I said, man, I don't really wear this one too much, but it's fitting down the central joint. You know what it is. I'm Big C. This is Stick Time, the podcast. Thank you for joining me. Thank you if you actually smoked with me. If you did, let me know what you were smoking on. You know what I'm saying? Let me know. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you're smoking on. You see what I'm doing? Like I said, if you see me around town, no problem. Stop, say hello. Let me know you watch. Okay? It is what it is. Big C. Stick Time, the podcast. Peace.